Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. I really did not think I'd ever be making this video. Because of circumstances that were out of our control, I had no other choice but to leave France. In today's video, I want to get a chance to really just break down and give you guys a timeline of kind of what's happened the past month.
How serious is this? Is this something that we need to be terrified of, or is this overblown? Or
the NBA is now suspending the season because of coronavirus following tonight's game.
Congress's in-house doctor says up to 150 million people in the United States could end up getting corona.
The coronavirus has really changed not only my life, but I know a lot of your guys' lives as well. Pretty much the whole world is in a quarantine. And right now I'm currently in a quarantine right now. Not a self-quarantine, but an actual government enforced quarantine.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving!
Just to really slow down the spread of the virus. But really getting into kind of the timeline. You gotta trust in God, baby. You gotta trust in God. Getting into the timeline, just going back about a month ago, things were great in France. Really enjoying where I was living in Tours, and my roommate Alex was such an awesome guy.
Hey, what's up guys? Hey, what's up guys? Hey guys.
Hey! Even better receiver. I'm not gonna get a chance to see him for a while.
It'll be my last time seeing Alex, just for a little moment in time. Do you have anything to say?
Hey guys, see you next season, maybe.
So I want to take you guys back about a month ago where things were rolling great with my team that I was currently playing on, the Pionniers De Touraine in Tours, France. First off, thanks to my head coach, Abed, for taking a shot with me and bringing me out to France.
We're working, we get back to it, and we correct it, and we get better. Remember, it's only the fourth game of this season. We're one drive at a time, one play at a time, and we're gonna be super great. I trust you, man. We're having a blast right now.
As y'all know from my story, Coach Abed, who's the head coach for the team, got in touch with me right after my last college football game at Linfield. Literally, I graduated December 12th, went home for 3 weeks, and then I was jumping on a plane, headed to France. And never in a million years would I have thought that this ball and the sport of football would be allowing me to travel to not only France, but now the current destination that I'm in. It's crazy. Really, a month ago was when this virus, started to get really talked about in the mainstream media.
Go to shake my hand. No, I don't want to shake your hand. You might have the coronavirus.
And I'm gonna admit, my buddies and I, we were making jokes about the virus. We weren't taking it as serious as we probably should have.
Because of the coronavirus, they installed this.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Coronavirus.
Is this virus actually going to become, something I should be worried about or not? And a month ago, it was nothing that I was really worrying about, and I never thought I'd be leaving France because of it. Then a week later, the NBA, the NCAA, and all of these major organizations in the US started to cancel their seasons or postpone their seasons.
I think they canceled it all. Not postponed it either, so.
And that's really when it started to catch my attention, like, whoa, this coronavirus could really become a problem, not only for everyone in the US, but in France and across the whole world, which it now is. For those of you guys that are college athletes, I just want to give you guys a shout out. You really can only control what you can control, and having your season cut short because of this virus, I imagine has to be extremely frustrating. So shout out to all the student athletes that got their seasons cut short. I hope the NCAA does the right things to hopefully give you guys your eligibility back. So around the same time that all the sports in the US started to get postponed, as well as me starting to do my own research on this virus to see if it might be a problem for me living in France, Italy went on lock. And as you guys have probably heard from the mainstream media, Italy has been taking a big hit with the coronavirus. So for all you guys that are living in Italy, and all the Italians out there, my heart goes out to you guys. This is just crazy to think about. Like, first week, talks about the virus and jokes going on. Second week, all sports in the US get canceled. Italy goes on lock. Third week, things really start to escalate with the virus all around Europe, especially in France. And fourth and final week, I'm on an airplane out of France. That's just a lot to process. All right, I'm gonna change positions because this is getting uncomfortable. So now rewinding about 2 weeks ago when Italy is now on lock and I'm doing some research with my father because we're starting to realize that France is potentially going to be the next country that's going to be going on lockdown, as the growth of the virus was very similar to what was going on in Italy. At that moment in time, there was like a 3-day window that I had to decide if I was going to be staying in France or not. And I remember talking to my coach on a Wednesday practice before I left that Sunday about the virus. And what was interesting is at the time, there really wasn't a lot of information out there by the French government about the virus. And I felt like the French government was a little bit behind in terms of actually understanding how the widespread of this virus could cause issues for the whole country. With all the research and data that I had gathered and comparing how France and Italy were on the same trajectory, that is why I made my decision to leave France. And my coach asked me to wait to address my teammates. And for those of my teammates that are watching this video now, I just want to say thank you guys so much for really bringing me in as family. Right when I first arrived in Tours, our season was on an incredible path. We were 5-0, and it was really cool to be a part of a team like that. The experience I had playing with all of you guys was really something that I hadn't had for about 6 years. As all you guys know, I hadn't started a football game in 6 years prior to moving to France and playing with the Pioneers. So whether you guys know it or not, you guys really helped me grow as a person and get that feeling back of what it's like to really love the sport of football. I know we had our eyes on a championship, and this was the year that it was going to happen. Only God could stop us, like we talked about. Obviously God has stopped us. So I just want to say thanks again to all of you guys. So getting back to the timeline, March 11th was a Wednesday. It was my last practice in France. That was the night that I really started to dive into the research after looking at what was going on in Italy. The next day, March 12th, is when I decided it would be in my best interest to leave France. And what makes this whole situation unique, like most of you guys probably know, is that for those people that do get the virus, their symptoms go unnoticed for about 2 weeks. So there was a lot of data that was being collected in different countries, but really the experts were predicting that those numbers were incorrect. There's this one article that I'm going to be having pop up on the screen that really broke down how to accurately estimate the number of people infected per country. And after getting a chance to really read this whole article, the main focus was the importance was to act now and to not wait, because by the time you wait, the spread of the coronavirus is going to increase. So after getting a chance to read and look at all of this data and understand how to accurately estimate the number of cases spread throughout Europe as well as in France, that is when I decided that it was in my best interest to leave France, knowing that in a couple days France was eventually going to be on lockdown just like Italy. What makes this whole situation so interesting is that I ended up not going back to the United States. For those of you guys that have heard, Washington State in the US is one of the hotbeds for the coronavirus, and that's my home state. So after getting a chance to talk with my parents as well as some mentors and advisors all throughout the world, we decided that it'd be in my best interest to not go home to the US in Washington State, where, like I said, the virus is even more of a hotbed. And now I'm currently in a new destination. And I'm not going to share with you guys just yet where I am currently now, but some of you guys might have an idea. So in a matter of 5 days, from Wednesday, March 11th to Sunday, March 15th, I had packed all my stuff up and was leaving France. Literally the next day, March 16th, France announced that they went on lockdown, and pretty much every other European country closed their borders.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Editor's Cam. As y'all just heard, March 16th was the day that I was traveling. This also so happened to be my sister's birthday. So if you guys can do me a favor and go blow up her Instagram wishing her happy birthday. I know it's a couple days late, but it'd mean a lot. Now with that said, let's get right back into the video. Yeah.
As you guys saw in my most recent video, I had a connecting flight in Madrid, and that flight was one of the last flights to leave Spain as of right now. So what I've learned from this experience overall is that everything in life really happens for a reason. I gotta thank God for getting me out of Europe, or else I'd probably be stuck there right now. And at times like this, it's really important to act and really trust your gut, because there's definitely some points where throughout this whole trip and now where I'm at currently, I've questioned if my decision was right to leave France, and especially for how quick I left. I really did not do a good job at first breaking to my coach and overall the organization that I was leaving France. That really hit me to the core, because I'm the kind of guy that always finishes what he starts. And knowing that I had to quit and essentially leave France really is something that was tough for me to do. It's kind of heartbreaking knowing how good our season was going in Tour. 5-0 on the season. Our team was just really starting to scratch the surface in terms of really being able to fire on all cylinders in terms of offense, defense, and special teams. I kind of know what it's like for the student athletes that are in the US to have their season cut short, because I'm now not playing football. That was something that I was really falling back in love with. And to think that we fall in love with sports, I always thought was super cliche and being a part of a team, there's nothing better. For any of you guys out there that are thinking about not playing next year, whether it's basketball, football, soccer, any sport, I really challenge you guys, really challenge you guys to rethink it. Because at the end of the day, the sports that you play are going to make you into the person that you are going to become. And if it wasn't for football, I'd never be where I am right now. And if it wasn't for you guys following me along on my YouTube channel, I would not be where I am today. It's like a chapter in my life just closed playing football in France. There's still a small possibility that I might be able to go back and finish the season with the guys. But as this epidemic continues to grow, it's looking like that's not going to be able to be an option. I just really hate the fact that I feel like I quit and gave up on the team. But at the end of the day, everything in life happens for a reason. I could not be excited for the next phase and next journey, as well as bringing you guys along with me on my journey. I really want to thank my coach Abed and his brother Islam for giving me a shot. Overall, the whole Pioneers organization. I'm really going to miss you guys. I really hope there might be another opportunity down the road to get a chance to come out and play with y'all. To my roommate Alex, you guys got a chance to get to know him pretty well. That was my boy. So I'm really going to be missing him, but he's going to be playing in a lot of different countries in the next couple of years. So he and I will definitely be crossing paths again. My boy Big Jeffrey, who y'all fell in love with on the vlogs, he's going to be coming to the US and playing JUCO ball. So I'm going to put his Instagram down below. You guys can get a chance to follow along his journey. That's kind of a whole rundown. The whole past month has really been a blur, and I really didn't sit down and try to organize my thoughts for this video. I kind of just let everything out. At the end of the day, this sport, fellas, this ball, and you guys supporting me is now giving me the opportunity to make a living. I hope to be playing the sport of football for at least 7 more years and bringing you guys along with me and sharing my journey and getting the chance to continue inspiring all of you guys. I am going to be announcing very soon where I currently am living, the name of the new team that I am also going to be playing on, which I'm very excited about. I kind of want to let things die down a little bit before I make any big announcements. For those of you guys that might be wondering, I am going to be playing on another team here in about 2 weeks, and hopefully this virus starts to slow down a little bit. For those of you guys that made it this far in the video, do me a favor and comment down below #PioniersForLife. I want to make sure I get a chance to reach out to you guys and say thank you for supporting me and watching through the entire video. And with that said, I'm going to be sending y'all off with a little sneak peek in regard to where I'm now currently living, and I'll be catching up with you guys in the next video where I'm going to be getting a chance to react to my French football highlights. Thanks again y'all for showing so much love. I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.